So all these settings should be good. And so, knock on wood that our chat's not gonna. And plus, I mean, that's just what we have to do. But yeah, like I was saying a couple minutes ago, yeah, and so, after the process, like I said, is when after I fill out our title name, I go and fill out the day, which I go and fill out today's date, and then I put the time zone for the exact time frame. Oh, the chat got disabled once again. And so I had to refresh the live. And so, yeah, and then after that, I filled the day, and then date on it. Yeah. Yeah, the chat got disabled, so never knew. Just refreshed it and we should be fine. And so, yeah. But anyway. Oh, it gets ill for some reasons. And so, and usually and then, yeah, so basically what I do is after I put not for kids, which is like 10 below aged, and stuff like that. And then, yes, that's what a lot of people who stream sometimes do that. Because then this way you're not always having to go back in and just, you're not having to constantly feel like you were having to go on and just do that. So if you think about it, so honestly, if you think about it, like an example can be like, okay, imagine this is tomorrow in your head, by the way, that's not for real, but this is an example. And so, let me put this pen's comment. Oh, there we go. And so, yeah. What, Adam? What are you talking about? Hey there, sports. What's up, London? But yeah, and so, but yeah, it's really cool because that is an option. You don't have to always do that, but there's some streamers that do that. So then that way, like I said, you don't have to constantly go in and just hit start, you know. Especially if you don't want to have, especially if you want a reminder, especially if like it's just my comments a little bit better. And so, like I said, I put the following date of that day, as I put that month's date, which will be highlighted in like turquoise, like a teal color. You tap that. So like I tap on today's date, then hit OK, and then put the timeline. And so at first I put it at 10 until I had to refresh. And so, yeah. What's happening? Oh, we're just chatting. Nothing really too crazy. But yeah. Oh, what is my chat? Austin, welcome in the chat. That's crazy. And so, And so, oh, you're so drained. Oh. Okay, thank you so much for blocking them, because if I was about to get called something insane, I don't listen to a whole lot of it personally. So thank you so much for taking care of them, because I don't want to tolerate people calling me stuff too. But I don't, but for me, it doesn't hit me that crazy that it would for like other people. But yeah. And so, yeah. We're just talking about all sorts of stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Lindsay, I very appreciate it so much. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm not, and y'all let me say, I'm not saying I'm that description, even though I like saying that. It's just certain people just don't have the good to see in people. And so I don't pretend I see that ever much. Like, I'm thankful for me. Hate in here hasn't went to the point where it's just gonna hit me for the rest of the day. For some people, it will. So y'all should be thankful for that. And so, yeah. Anyway, alright, sorry guys, hang on. Holla, welcome back. I had to refresh the live. No, not you, London. I don't think it's you that they're mentioning about. Yeah, exactly. I don't personally or physically or mentally pay attention toward haters 24/7. That's why I've got mods like Leah and Holler and Kat and everybody who's been in here to take care of them immediately. So that's one less thing for my brain to have going on to me later, you know? And so, I'm almost 20, not fully 20. Like, I'm a year before 20. Like, half year before 20. Hey, guys. Amen. What do you say? Yeah, I'm 19. I'm only a year below. I mean, Leah's close. I mean, she knows me through pretty well, but, you know, I'm only 1 year before. October, I can't believe that, though. Yeah, because that's only 1 year after the limit. Cool, welcome back, Abby. What, Holler? Holler, no. Like, I'm not even trying to get into this situation too much. Okay, that's not too bad. Just gotta keep pushing. Oh, why is this gonna... I'm not thinking about it. And so... Thank you, Amory, for saying that in the chat. Yes, he does. Man, it's gonna hit me now. Anyway, man. Sorry, hang on. Duckling, welcome in the chat. Sorry, guys, I had to think about something. Because, I don't know. And, y'all, let me say this. Leah was doing her job because I know he was saying something in the chat. And that's what mods do, is they block people that are saying something rude about me. Or saying words in the chat to others. Or being a bad example like that in the chat. That is not acceptable. And so, thank you, Leah, for blocking him, because I would not want to put up with people that do that. And I'm thankful, and like I said, I'm thankful I don't get that far. Even though I'm saying that to you guys right now, something's wanting to do something to me right now, but I don't know why. $18 older. Like, y'all, let me just say this. I usually put 18 and over, so this way the chat would be up more often with people, because, you know. And so, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, luckily Leah's doing her job, because if she wasn't, then, you know, it wouldn't. But yeah, let's just please switch topics, because I don't know what's happened to me right now. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I can't even think straight. Just because, I mean, I'm not trying to pull it, but it's just, I'm about to, you know, it's just my brain. I love you too, Leah. I know you were just doing your job. It was just a couple people coming in here all at once, kind of what's going on, and my brain was just wanting to trying to figure out what I was doing. And it was making me it almost made me want to go crazy. In my head, not toward y'all. So just, you know. Anyway. Exactly. Y'all, let me actually say something real quick. Y'all, I still remember this one story time with I still remember this one story that I remembered. I was almost in a similar situation like this, but it almost made me want to go into, I think, almost a full on panic attack. Like, small of it. So, y'all, I remember this story. So, I think it was about a year ago or so. I think it was a year ago. And, one day I was texting some friends in one of my group chats I have in my text, which consisted with me, my best friend Asia from high school, my ex-boyfriend Jeremy, which is another friend now, and then my other friend Gavin was in this, and I can't remember if my boyfriend was in the chat. I don't think he wasn't. I'll have to look and remember, but I don't think he wasn't. And so, and y'all, for reference, Gavin was one of the people in the chat, which was a friend of mine, and he would be in that chat though. He would be the main one causing drama. Like, he would be the one person in that chat, occasionally using cuss language, but also sometimes not. Jeremy wouldn't do it as much, but with Gavin, sometimes he would, because y'all, to kind of say this, they were a thing a little bit. And so, um, yeah, and so that's just what. And then at some point, the drama kept going crazy because Gavin was using so much cuss words. I was telling him to chill out because I don't like it when people use swear words like that toward the chat or towards me, because it just drives me insane over time. And so, like, I do get very sensitive though, by the way. And I'm thankful I haven't had to show that side yet toward anyone. At one point, I think I was almost about to show that before someone almost had the last nerve at me. But thankfully, it wasn't that far yet. Like, it was that close to being that far. And so, yeah. But yeah. And so, anyway. Yeah, and on this one particular night, all of us were just texting. Drama was going on. I'm like, can you chill out your language? At some point in the middle of that, I instantly felt like, I literally felt like pressure was in my chest, just a slight. And then I definitely felt like my heart was going up a tad. And then I was just going insane in my head. Not like pacing back and forth or anything. Like, I was just sitting in my bed and just, I tried to calm myself down but couldn't. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a hold of my boyfriend because I was dating him still at the time. And I decided to call him to have him help me to calm down because he was the only person that could help me out at the time to relax. But I will never forget how crazy that was. Like, that was probably the first ever time where drama for me got to that point where I felt like it was between a panic attack or an anxiety attack. But I think it was more of a panic. I don't even remember the difference. And so it was between both though. And so, but yeah, it was crazy back then. And I wish that I really wish they never did that. But, you know, people are crazy. That's just what they do. And so, yeah. And so, and then now just kind of seeing only a little bit of what's happening, not fully, but just so much confusion drama in my head. Just my brain's wanting to spin just a slight. But yeah. And so, yeah. Anyway. Let me see what the chat's saying. Okay, we're gonna hear. Hey Sam, I see you're in the chat, so I'm reading through the chat, you guys. And so, let me sit up. Okay. Alright, guys, I was just thinking to myself. Goodness. Alright, sorry guys. And so, alright. Let me get some more real quick. Sorry guys, I was getting some water, but I'm back. Anyway. But yeah, also to kind of give you, actually I haven't really given a whole lot of you guys an update on my boyfriend that much. But to update you guys about him, he's doing amazing. We actually got to call today after about 3 days actually. Since like Wednesday. I mean, the last day we talked besides today was Wednesday. And it went really good. He and me, oh my gosh, y'all, let me just say something that was funny. So, at one point, let me say this. At one point, my boyfriend burped at one point in the call. And then after that, probably a few seconds after, my dad randomly started burping from next door. Just randomly. It was so funny. It was so funny. I'm like, oh my gosh. Both of the guys are like burping, but different timing. It was funny off the bat. I'm like, never thought. And so, yeah, but it was very bizarre. And then also something crazier was my boyfriend even had one of his friends over on top of that. And his friend was being so funny in like more of a crazy way. And just typical. It was crazy as well. But yeah. And so right, we have 2 people in the chat, and we have 6 of you who've liked. So we're doing pretty good about that. um, alright. And so, man. Maybe we have 2 people in the chat, so. Y'all, let me just, okay, actually, someone just came by to say. Yeah, I'm here. Y'all, what's happening? I feel like I've been seeing something crazy. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Nice. Your brother's got custody of her? That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Oh, my heart's crazy. Let's see. Oh, that is super cool. Oh my goodness, that would be insane. Y'all, let me just say something real quick. Are you trying to find out? Y'all, let me just say something kind of not crazy, but like, it was just kind of a. Well, technically it was crazy last night, and just me. So, y'all, at some point last night, probably midnight-ish or so, or 11 something, last night, I just had another just point where I was just missing my man. Excuse me, had a hiccup in me. And, yeah, and so at one point last night, I was just looking at the window at one point for a few minutes, just me thinking about him, and then I go over to the picture frame, over here, and just like stood in that little corner and just looked up that at that picture frame, just looked at all those pictures, just because I miss him a lot, and I was just looking, daydreaming at them, and just missed him like crazy. And so, and then again, I go to look over at this other picture frame of us. Oh. And so, but yeah, and so, it was crazy last night. At one point. Let me grab my water cup real quick. Yeah. Oh, we have 7 likes now in the chat. Oh, yeah. Anyway. But anyway, right now I'm just sitting, though. Oh, what else do I know? Actually, I'll show you this, because I don't know if I even showed anyone this yet. That I think about. So earlier, like this afternoon, my aunt, well, she was out here because my parents went to like I said, in my, thing earlier, like for reference, y'all, my parents went to a POA meeting in our neighborhood, and so it was just another typical that this is in our area that they attend to. My aunt and uncle were one of the people that went because they were originally out here in LA for that, because they're soon to be, hopefully, in at least a year or two, we'll start building. So they had to be here for that because of something. And so afterward, my aunt and uncle had to drop off something for me because my aunt got me something. And so and y'all, let me show you something cute. Oh my god, I have to say it again. I'm about to be done now. But yeah. And so at first they got me two really cool things. Look. Y'all, look how cute these little Dalmatians. Look how cute these little Dalmatian dog earrings are. Look. Look how cute they are. They're super realistic too. And so at first they got me these, which are super cute. So I'll have to find a day to start wearing those. And then I got this really cool Bible, but it's not just any Bible. It's like story related and has like really cool pictures inside of it. And so I'll show you kind of clearly tomorrow. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off live for the night, and I will see everybody back here tomorrow.